Strongly bullish. Nvidia gained 1.7%. It is down slightly in this post-market session of Friday, the 27th of June. So the stock is gradually making its way to the $4 trillion mark. It has now overtaken Microsoft as the most valuable company. It has since outperformed the broader market. You can see that here. Yeah, all of these indexes, it has outperformed all of them. You know, yeah. So that's the market cap we have up here. 3.8 trillion is the market cap at the moment. It's moving on. It's on its way to $4 trillion. Let's see now. Well, Jensen Huang, the CEO, is busy. This is a disclosure that was made public today. Yeah, so you can see he is disposing some shares. You can see this as of Tuesday up till yesterday, he's been selling some shares. These are the numbers, the figures he's been selling. These are the prices he sold them at. And after every transaction, this is what is left. Yeah. So all the way down here, so he has about 75.473 million shares left. He owns, these are the ones he owns directly. You can see D for direct. So these are this lot left. They are worth $11 billion. But he also owns even way more, way more, way more. So he owns them indirectly by trust. He owns this figure, this quantity by trust, this quantity by partnership, this quantity by irrevocable trust. You get what I mean. So you can see all of them down here by granted retained annuity, by grant retained annuity trust, by limited liability company. Okay, so yeah, that's what's going on. So if you sum all of these up, he has his worth $135.396 billion and counting, and counting, and counting. It's still counting because you know what? It's expected that this stock will reach $6 trillion in market cap. You'll see what I'm going to read out pretty soon. So let's see now. This is an AI readout. So a JP Morgan survey shows 6% of enterprise budgets are for AI hardware, expected to rise 16% in 3 years, with Nvidia as the top beneficiary in AI infrastructure. Nvidia shares gained 1.7%, 1.7, yeah, as US export limits on H2O chips to China slow their DeepSeek's R2 language model adoption, leading to partnerships with local cloud firms for its launch. Okay, so let's see now what we're going to find out. Okay, the 5 trillion company, Wall Street, got more bullish on tech this week. So Microsoft and Nvidia are now soaring as tech analysts keep releasing optimistic calls on the sector. Tech stocks have led the market's recovery from April lows this week. Wall Street continued eyeing new milestones for major names. Okay, so Nvidia stock climbed about 10% this week, and the stock is set to close at an all-time high today. Has closed at an all-time high today, possibly. The chipmaker has gained $1.42 trillion from its lowest close so far this year in April, according to Dow Jones market data. The comeback also helped Nvidia regain its position from Microsoft this week as the most valuable public company in the world. As of this morning, that is today, the 27th of June, Nvidia was sitting at a 3.8 trillion market cap, up 61.8% from the April lows, according to Dow Jones market data. April 8 lows. You know when that was a Tuesday. The next day was a Wednesday, and that was when Trump made a U-turn on his tariffs, and a lot of people lost money that day. Chipmakers stock The chipmaker stock was up for the fifth consecutive day today. Microsoft hit 3.7 trillion market cap valuation and is up 40% from its April low, according to the data. Both companies are closing in on the monumental achievement of a 4 trillion market cap, according to the Knives of Wedbush in a note to their clients today. The analysts see Nvidia and Microsoft reaching the milestone this summer, then aiming for $5 trillion mark over the next 18 months, as this tech bull market is still early being led by the AI revolution. The poster child for the AI revolution are led by Nvidia and Microsoft as both foundational pieces of the building of the biggest tech trend we have seen in over 25 years, covering tech stocks according to the people at Wedbush. So they see AMD as well joining Nvidia as a top provider of AI chips in the near term. The chip maker is among S&P 500's top performer since April low and April 8 low, and up 87.7% from that point to this morning, according to Dow Jones market data. So while Microsoft has been a leader among hyperscalers, this first key phase of the AI revolution, analysts said that Google and Amazon or AWS have found major cloud and AI momentum as well. Okay, so but the analyst expectations for Nvidia are trillions of dollars below what Loop Capital analyst Ananda Barua laid out for the chip maker in a note to clients this week. So he said we're entering the next golden wave of Gen AI adoption, and Nvidia is at the forefront, at the front end of another material leg of stronger than anticipated demand. Okay, so he said he raised his price target on Nvidia to 100, from $105 to $250, which would translate to a $6 trillion valuation, or gain of about 58% from the company's market cap today. Okay, today the 27th. So yeah, this month, Barclays analysts were also bullish on Nvidia, raising their price target to $200 on an upbeat view of the chip makers' ramp up of its Blackwell AI platform. At that price, Nvidia will be looking at $4.9 trillion market cap. So Barclays says Nvidia has a potential upside in their coverage for the second half of this year. Okay, so with Nvidia's next generation Blackwell Ultra chips expected to come later this year or early next year, Mizuho analyst Mizuho desk-based analyst Jordan Klein said in a pre-earnings note that HBM density materially rises materially, which is good for Micron and other suppliers of HBM chips. Okay, so this is positive all the way. Let's see, what do we have? We don't have upper projections on, but we may have had them somewhere. We may have projections for Nvidia somewhere. So yeah, this is the April lows. Yeah, this is April 8th. This is April 9th, and then corrected, and then since that time it has not looked back. Since Monday the 21st of April, no way, has not looked back since that time. Okay, so strongly bullish. We don't have any projections here. We can use the market grid and see what it's going to tell us. Okay, market grid, what does it say for Nvidia? It's not going to be everything. It's not going to be everything. Okay, 158.48. So not fantastic. We're not going to rely on that. We're not going to rely on that. Okay, let's have a look at the 4 hour chart and see. What do we have? We have 151.30. Okay, we can still come back to the weekly chart. We may have projections there. So let's see what we have here. We have One, okay, downward projection 149.06, 140, 172.91, 187.65. Okay, we're getting there. Let's see. We have people, some analysts have calculated $250. Let's see. This is monthly charts. Okay, no upper projections here. Quarterly chart. Nothing here. Okay, we could try and calculate some ourselves. Okay, it's going to be tough, but we can do that. We can do it. So we take 158.71 and then we take 155. So we'll have a difference of 158.71, subtract 155.16. We have 3.55. So 3.55 multiplied by 1.618. We have 157. Okay, add that to the current price of 157.42. So we have 163.6, 163.39. We are not we're not scratching the sort of projections we have seen over there, but we'll carry on anyway. Let's see whether we can find a better, no, nothing really, nothing better. We're gonna use them. We'll carry on anyway. So we have Nvidia. What do we have? We have 163.1, 163.16. Okay, so 3.55 multiplied by 2.618. Add that to 157.39. We have 166.68. Okay, 3.55 multiplied by 3.618. We have 170.28. Okay, yeah, we're getting there. We already know high prices can still print. We know high prices can still print. Let's just where can we find ambitious projections now? This is the daily chart. Let's have a look at the. Want to see, want to see projections computationally computed. Not want to see what the machines printed out earlier on previous projections. Want to see them. Okay, let's see what we have on the 4 hour chart. 165, we already have those. The algos are really not that ambitious. Okay, what are the odds that we're going to find something really radical in the much shorter term charts? Nothing here. Yeah, yeah, nothing. Yeah, technically nothing. None of those. It seems we have to dig really deep to find valuations like close to $200 or something like that. So far we're not finding it. Yeah, it just tells you, gives you an idea. It's not a volatile stock. Okay. So in any case, we have 163.16, 166.68, 170.28. Yeah, those can, if we multiply 170 by 24 billion, let's see, 170.28 multiplied by 24 billion, we have 4,000. Okay. Yeah, 4 trillion. Yes. Yeah, 4 trillion. So if it gets to $170, is if it begins to approach, okay, let's see now. Maybe let's try 166. So by at 170.28, then it's 4 trillion. Okay. And then let's see what 166 is going to give us. 166.68 multiplied by 24.4 is 166.68 multiplied by 24.4. Yeah. So yeah, it's even 166 is going to give us 4 billion. So we are, I think, probably anything from 160 maybe. Let's try 150, 150, 158 multiplied by 24.4. Okay, no. So let's try 159 multiplied by 24.4. Okay, not it. 161 multiplied by 24.4. No. Okay, we have 163 here. Let's try. We 163.16. No. So it has to be from, okay, where is it going to be from? 165. Okay, let's we just need to act like we know what we're doing here. 24.4 divided by 4. 6 points. No, okay. Got out to 4.4 billion divided by what price? No, okay. No, no, okay. 4 trillion. 4 divided by 24.4. Yeah. So we have it. So anything from, we have anything beyond it is from $163, $163.9, then it gets to 44 billion. So, well, we have it here. Once it breaches through $163, then we are going towards 4 billion. So see what you make of Nvidia stock, and thank you very much for watching this video.